What do you see when you face an obstacle? A wall that blocks your path? An enemy that stands in your way? Or a sign that you should give up? We are taught to avoid obstacles, to go around them. But what if the obstacle itself is the path? Today we will hear a story inspired by the ancient Stoic philosophy. A story of a young architect who was given an impossible task, designed to make him fail. This story is for anyone who feels blocked by the challenges in their life. In a grand kingdom ruled by an arrogant king, there lived a young and brilliant architect named Elian. He was known for his innovative designs and his unwavering spirit. His growing fame, however, ignited a flame of jealousy in the king's heart. The king decided to test Elian, to give him a task so impossible that it would crush his spirit and end his reputation forever. The king summoned Elian to his magnificent court. The king said, "Elian, I want you to build the most magnificent fortress on the peak of the Shadow Mountain. It must be a symbol of my power, visible from all corners of the kingdom." A wave of shock and fear went through the court. The Shadow Mountain was a treacherous place. Its path was blocked by giant, immovable boulders and sharp rocks. It was said that the mountain itself resisted any attempt to be conquered. This was not a commission. It was a death sentence for Elian's career. Elian looked at the king, understood the challenge, and with a calm voice, he accepted. Elian arrived at the foot of the Shadow Mountain. The reality was worse than he had imagined. The path was not just blocked, it was a chaotic maze of gigantic boulders. His workers were disheartened. They said, "Master Elian, this is impossible. The obstacles are too great. The king wants you to fail." For days, Elian sat at the foot of the mountain, studying the obstacles. He felt the weight of despair crushing him. The king's mocking laughter echoed in his mind. He was on the verge of giving up. One evening, as he was staring at one of the largest boulders that blocked his path, a new thought began to form in his mind. He walked up to the boulder, not with anger, but with a strange sense of curiosity. He touched its rough, solid surface. He thought to himself, "This boulder is an obstacle, but it is also incredibly strong. It is the most powerful building material I could ever ask for." He turned to his workers and, with a new fire in his eyes, he said, "We will not clear these stones. We will build with them." From that day on, their work took a new direction. Elian didn't fight the obstacles. He embraced them. The largest boulder, which had blocked the main path, became the cornerstone of the fortress's foundation. The sharp, jagged rocks were not discarded. They were masterfully integrated into the walls, making them impenetrable. The narrow, treacherous passages between the stones were not widened. They were turned into strategic, defensive corridors. The mountain's own unforgiving nature became the fortress's greatest defense. Months turned into a year. The king, hearing no news of failure, grew curious and decided to visit the mountain himself. As he approached, he couldn't believe his eyes. Where there was once a chaotic mess of obstacles, now stood the most magnificent and powerful fortress he had ever seen. It did not stand on the mountain. It seemed to have grown out of the mountain. Its walls were the very boulders that were meant to be his downfall. The king walked through the fortress, his arrogance replaced by awe. He found Elian at the very peak, looking out at the kingdom. The king asked, "How did you do this? I gave you a path of obstacles, and you turned it into a monument." Elian looked at the king and replied, "Your Majesty, you taught me the greatest lesson of my life. I came here seeing a path full of obstacles, but then I realized The obstacles were the path. The very things that were meant to stop me became the source of my greatest strength. The immovable boulder gave my fortress an unbreakable foundation. The sharp rocks gave it its best defense, and the difficult path gave it its strategic genius. My friends, this Stoic story teaches us a profound truth. We spend our lives trying to avoid problems, to find a clear and easy path. But life does not work that way. The path to our greatest achievements is often blocked by our greatest challenges. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Do not ask for the obstacles to be removed. Ask for the wisdom to see them as the way, because the obstacle in your path is the path. The challenge you are facing right now is not there to stop you. It is there to build you. What is the biggest obstacle you are facing in your life right now? Share it in the comments below and tell us how you might use that very obstacle as a stepping stone to reshape your mindset with more life-changing stories like this. Subscribe to our channel, Mindset Canvas, and become a part of our journey. Thank you for watching.